Hey guys, it is Daniel, and listen, first off, even if you guys aren't Modern Warfare 3 fans, please stick around and watch the episode, because the commentary today is going to be a little serious, and it's pretty important pertaining to the channel, and I do want to be able to discuss it with you guys. So that having been said, this gameplay, I told myself, I said, okay, I need to come clean, I need to talk to my audience, and so I'm going to record one game, and whatever I get, that's what I'm gonna get. And it could not have been more fitting for the tone of the day, because it is awful. It was completely laggy. You'll see here. Completely laggy. Just on top of it, I wasn't playing well on top of the lag. I'm gonna be totally honest, and it is a pretty rough game. But the reason why I wanted why I feel okay, you know, having a rough game posted, is because it was a rough day. I had one of the worst days I've had in a long time. And the reason why is that the actual delay for Live Action Friday was caused by the fact that I was not happy with what I had ready for you guys. I wasn't satisfied with it, and I was trying to various ways to save it or to change it or to edit it differently. And then I came to the realization, sitting at my desk, that if it's not something that I'm passionate about and that I'm excited to show you guys, why would I think it's something that my viewers would be interested in? Which makes perfect sense, really. And so that having been said, I'm going to discontinue Live Action Friday. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing live action content. What it means is I'm going to do quality over quantity. I really probably should have never put a timetable on myself in the first place. I try to do one every other Friday, which seemed reasonable to me, but when it comes down to it, some of the breadth and the ambition of some of the things that I want to try to do here on the channel, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I really think I have a pretty strong feeling about this that you guys would agree with, is that you guys would rather have one live action, you know, video a month that's super awesome than you would, you know, 2 a month that are just okay, or 1 every 2 months that's super awesome, you know, instead of 2 every month that are just okay. And I feel like that's on point. I feel like that's correct. So that's one of the things I wanted to say to you guys. You know, I've always been honest with you. I always will be honest. I try to, you know, honestly, you know, I try to hold myself to the highest accountability that I can, as far as a creator, and I went about that wrong. I probably shouldn't have done it. You know, not that Skyrim Challenge wasn't fun, and not that Battlefield 3 wasn't fun. They were, you know, they were good. They were good videos, but you know, I can do better, and I just wasn't happy with what I had for you guys for Friday. So yeah, I mean, that's it. I'm canceling Live Action Friday. I'm going to do live action without a schedule per se. And, you know, I think it's time for me to feel confident about my commentaries, and feel confident that, you know, me doing a Let's Play or doing commentaries is, you know, good content, and it's enjoyable for me, which means, you know, it hopefully is enjoyable for you guys, and if it's not, why are you subbed to me? And I don't mean that in a rude way. I just mean that I think it's high time that I really just start having some more confidence about my style and what it is I want to do here on the channel. And I know a lot of this seems like babble, but guys, I really needed this. I really needed to just sit down and be able to talk it out with you guys. You know, I think this is something a lot of commentators don't really give their fans access to, and they try to create this image. And honestly, I'll tell you guys, I have a ton of self-doubt about what I do. I have a ton of, I've second-guessed myself a lot about, you know, my content and about what I'm doing with the channel. And I always, as always, appreciate the feedback, especially, you know, definitely I appreciate those of you who have sent in just really beautiful, wonderful letters to my private inbox and in the comment section of just praising the show and telling me that I've earned a pin spot, or that you think I'm better than this person or that person. It means the world to me. It really does. And I've received even more lovely things in my private messages from you guys. But just as helpful are the messages that I've gotten over time that have been something that people weren't happy with the channel, or content that people wanted to see that they didn't feel like they were getting. So keep the comments rolling in, guys, because it really does help me a lot with my own sort of demons as far as my creativity or whatever. So that is basically the main reason I wanted to make the video, is just say I've had a rough weekend. I feel awful. I didn't get content out yesterday. I barely got content out today. When I post this, it'll probably be almost tomorrow. And that's not good. It's not good for you guys, and it's not good for me, especially since I pride myself on having consistent content that I think is pretty strong. And anyway, so I owe you guys an apology, and we'll get back on the horse. But this new YouTube layout was kind of the other thing I wanted to brush on real briefly. I don't have a lot of time left in the episode, but I have two pretty varying thoughts on this, and I don't know which one's right, but I want to definitely, before I go out there shooting my mouth off, which I have a tendency to do, I want to try to give it a chance and give Google an opportunity to prove to me what this change brings. But initially I really thought it was basically the most awful, most evil thing I've ever seen. I feel like it threatens small channels like mine, and specifically it threatens new channels much smaller than mine, that are trying to upstart. It feels like, and again, it feels like, I'm not saying this is what it is, I'm not saying this is truth, but what it felt like, at least to me at first, was that YouTube's trying to push viewers towards only having a very small number of subscriptions, and really trying to push users toward that high dollar amount advertising. It seems like it's less small channel friendly at this point, and that Google's really trying to hedge their bet. At the same time, the opposite viewpoint of that is that this new format will have people clearing out their sub boxes and will allow the cream to rise to the top, so to speak, or allow the best channels with the best content to earn that popularity in the most sincere way and elevate them to that next level. And I really don't know what to think. I will say that I have seen my subscriptions per day go way down. You guys can go to the Social Blade site and check that out. I was getting between 20 and 30 a day in the last 3 days since the the new layout came out. I've been getting, I think, 6 or 5 and then 9 today, which is very low on a weekend. But I think some of it is people getting used to the new thing. I think some of it is just people deleting me, maybe, that weren't watching me anyway, which is totally fine. And you can't see unsubs and subs, you only see net. So I'm thinking maybe the reason my net is a little bit lower is because I was getting some unsubs. But again, my wife made a really good point. She said, just give it some time, let it play out and see what it does. To me, definitely it's about growth, and it's about allowing more people to join our little family here. But at the end of the day, I have to keep reminding myself that that's not why I do this, is to get more fans, more subs, and to get bigger and all this and that. It's just to have a forum to speak to you guys, which is what we did here today. And if you guys don't mind, I'm going to talk just a bit more as we fade to black. And as always, you can click two videos at the top of the page to go directly to them. You can click the red button bottom right hand corner if you're new here to subscribe. Sorry you came in on kind of a downer episode, but thank you so much for watching. If you are new and you stuck through this whole thing, really appreciate it. But anyway, basically what I'm saying is that in a way this is really therapeutic for me, and it's really nice to try to hold on to that semblance of community that I really believe is there in YouTube, and to really fully try to realize that. And to try to have as much interaction as possible. So really, instead of focusing my time on trying to do this type of video on this day or this type of video on this day, I'd like to focus on trying to do more live streaming, more, I don't know, giveaways, or whatever and not the kind of giveaway where it's like, oh, like and favorite my video, but like genuine, like, hey, I love you guys, let's do something cool. I want to do so much stuff. I have so many ideas, and I sometimes I get in my little depression phase where I feel like I'm not good enough, I'm not doing good enough, I'm not making good enough content, and I wanted to allow you guys today to sit through that and see that sort of internally happen, and understand that I do feel bad when I don't get content out. I do have an amount of guilt, you know, I don't know what this episode was, and really, I don't know, I don't really remember all of what I said. I kind of went into a trance, but I'm going to post it because I believe in transparency and honesty, and you guys take from it what you will, and thank you so much if you've sat through this whole thing. You guys are my best friends there are that would listen to this whole entire thing, and any ideas, any comments, any support, or any constructive criticism or whatever you guys might want to put in the comment section, please bring it on. I love it. I love the interaction, and I'm gonna mosey on off into the sunset at this point because I think I'm asking a little much at this point to sit here and stare at these videos and listen to me rant, but take from that video what you will, and I love you guys, and thank you so much for being part of the channel, and I'm gonna be back tomorrow better than ever, with a new outlook, and try to put all this unfortunateness behind us, and move on to the next chapter of the channel. And thank all you guys who have been with me thus far. I love you guys, and I will catch you on the next one.